How much do I need to retire? 1. Desired lifestyle. Will you live modestly or travel frequently? Warren Buffett versus Richard Branson. Your desired lifestyle plays a massive role in determining how much you need for retirement. If you plan to live modestly, like Warren Buffett, your financial needs will be significantly lower than someone who wants to travel the world in luxury. Like Richard Branson, Warren Buffett, despite being a billionaire, is known for his frugal habits. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500, drives a regular car, and enjoys inexpensive meals like McDonald's breakfast. If Buffett had been an average worker saving for retirement, his annual expenses might be as low as $50 per year. Using the 25x rule, he would only need about $1.25 million to retire comfortably. On the other hand, Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group, lives a life of adventure and luxury. He owns Necker Island, a private island in the Caribbean worth over $100 million, and frequently travels via private jet. If he wanted to retire while maintaining this lifestyle, his annual expenses could easily be in the millions. Using the same 25x rule, if Branson needed $10 million per year, he would need at least $250 million in assets. The lesson? The amount you need to retire depends entirely on how you plan to live. A simple life requires far less savings than a high-maintenance, jet-setting lifestyle. 2. Retirement age. The earlier you retire, the more savings you'll need. Mark Zuckerberg versus Colonel Sanders. The age at which you retire significantly impacts how much money you need. If you retire early, you have more years to fund, requiring a larger nest egg. If you retire later, you may rely more on Social Security or pensions, reducing your savings needs. Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook, could have retired in his 30s with billions of dollars. If someone wanted to retire at 35 and planned to live until 90, their savings would need to last 55 years. If they needed $50 per year, they would require at least $2.75 million, without factoring in investment growth. Early retirees also need to account for healthcare costs since they won't qualify for Medicare until age 65. Contrast this with Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC, who didn't become wealthy until his 60s. If someone retires at 65 or 70, they may only need their savings to last 20 to 25 years. With Social Security benefits covering part of their expenses, they might only need $500 minus $1 million instead of millions. The earlier you retire, the more aggressively you need to save and invest. If you delay retirement, you can rely on other income sources and withdraw less from savings. 3. Life expectancy. Longer life means more savings. Queen Elizabeth II versus James Dean. Your lifespan affects how much money you need. If you live a long life, you must ensure your savings last. Queen Elizabeth II lived to be 96 years old, staying active in public duties until her final years. If she were an average retiree who stopped working at 65, she would have needed 31 years' worth of savings. Assuming $50 per year, she would require over $1.5 million in savings. Compare this to James Dean, the Hollywood actor who tragically passed away at 24. If he had been planning for retirement, he might have overestimated how long he needed to save. While no one can predict their lifespan, those with a family history of longevity should plan for longer retirements and consider investments that continue growing over time, such as stocks and real estate. The key takeaway? Plan for a long life. It's better to save too much than to run out of money in old age. 4. Inflation. The cost of living will rise over time. A gallon of milk in 1950 versus today. One of the biggest retirement risks is inflation. Over time, the cost of living increases, meaning your savings lose purchasing power. Consider the price of a gallon of milk. 1950, 82 cents. 1980, $2.16. 2000, $2.78. 2024, $4.50 plus. This means that if someone retired in 1990 thinking they only needed $30 per year, Their real expenses could be $60.000 plus today. If their investments didn't grow, they would run out of money faster than expected. A real-life example of this impact is pensioners who rely on fixed income. Many retired workers receive pensions that don't adjust for inflation, causing financial struggles decades later. To protect against inflation, retirees should invest in stocks, real estate, and inflation-protected bonds. Tips. 5. Income sources. Do you have a pension, Social Security, rental income, or other passive income? Bill Gates versus Mike Tyson. Your retirement income isn't just about savings, it also depends on passive income sources. Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, doesn't need to withdraw from savings because he earns billions from investments, stocks, and business ventures. Even if he retired completely, he would still make hundreds of millions per year in dividends and rental income. Because of this, he would never run out of money, no matter how long he lives. In contrast, former heavyweight boxing champion Mike Tyson earned over $400 million during his career but went bankrupt due to poor financial management. Without passive income streams, Tyson was forced to return to work after retirement to rebuild his wealth. If someone has Social Security, rental properties, or a pension, they may not need as much savings. For example, if you need $50 per year but get $20 from Social Security and $10 from rental income, you only need $20 per year from savings. Using the 25x rule, this means you only need $500, not $1.25 million. Building passive income streams can significantly reduce how much you need in savings. 6. Healthcare costs. Medical expenses often increase with age. Steve Jobs versus Jimmy Carter. One of the biggest unpredictable costs in retirement is healthcare. Medical expenses rise with age, and some retirees underestimate how much they'll need. Take Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, who was worth billions but faced high medical costs due to pancreatic cancer. Even with money, he had to seek experimental treatments and spent his final years battling a serious illness. If an average retiree faced a similar health crisis without insurance, they could deplete their savings quickly. Compare this to Jimmy Carter, the former U.S. president, who has lived into his late 90s with relatively stable health. Carter's long life means he has needed decades of healthcare coverage, including Medicare and supplemental insurance. The average couple retiring today at 65 is expected to spend $315,000 plus on healthcare throughout retirement. If they require long-term care, this could be even higher. To prepare, retirees should invest in health savings accounts, HSA. Consider long-term care insurance. Have a Medicare strategy. Your retirement plan should fit your lifestyle, life expectancy, income sources, and healthcare needs. Want a personalized estimate? Share your goals, and I'll help refine your strategy.